All right. So we want. So let's say where the situation. Welcome back to another YouTube video, by the way. Another Starcraft tips and tricks. This is a Zerg edition. This is going to be how to know when to fight as Zerg. Because a lot of things I see Zerg players do, and I say this in my coaching sessions as well, and I see it in my games and all that good stuff, is they take their fights way too early on places that don't matter, right? We'll make the terrain, we'll make it a bigger field. Yeah. What the hell? Okay. I don't know how to get rid of it. Well, all right. So we're gonna be doing a TVZ.
Waiting on you.
We'll give them stim, combat shields +1, concussive, all that good stuff, right? We already have the Zerg, some mutas, some lings and banes, centrifugal hooks +1, ling speed +1, mud attack. Okay. So see how fast this creep spreads? Okay. Let's say you have a little bit of creep spread, right? Your creep's a little out there. And this Terran is coming onto your creep. Like, you see him coming, right? A lot of Zerg players, what they'll do is the Terran will just be setting up. He'll be pre-splitting right here. He's on the edge of creep. He doesn't want to get too deep. And he'll send a couple units in. And the Zerg player will immediately go. They're like, ah! What happens? They fail, right? That's what happens. Instead, what you should do is you have all this creep for a reason. The creep doesn't necessarily matter, like, unless you just have overwhelming forces. Like, right now, it looks like I'm probably going to lose this fight, right? So, what I want to do is I want to be producing as much as I can to add to my army. So, like, he's coming. He's setting up. Like, you make him get ready for you, right? Like, we're making some Banes. So if he stems a couple Marines on there, send a couple Mutas maybe, a couple Banes, shave it off. Like, make him be nervous. All you're doing is producing the whole time. And as soon as he takes that dive and steps on creep like this, bam, we get a more favorable engagement on creep, and we win the fight. You only want to fight him when he's getting close to actually threatening your production. There is no real reason to fight him, even if he's pressuring your creep, and it might seem annoying, and it's like, oh man, I want to try to get the jump on this before this push starts. Man, fuck the push starts. He can pre-split all he wants. It's not gonna matter the moment you it's not gonna matter. All that matters is winning the fight. Because if you crush his army, like we just did, he has to spend all that time rebuilding it, and what do you get to do? You get to respread your creep, and he has to come up with a whole new army. So he's getting ready, he's coming out. Like, he's just standing here, he's like, oh, he's on my creep. I can see him, and it's like, okay, why do I care? He's not threatening my hatchery at all. I'm just making Banes. He stems a couple in, maybe I send a little chunk. Like that. He backs up. He stems some more in. I'm still producing. The only time we take a head-on fight is when we absolutely have to. So the only time we are going to fight this man is when he does this. When he stems in, that's when we go. Say he's splitting back. We want to take the more favorable engagement. Even then, obviously, it's harder because I can control both of these technically. But thank you for that follow, L3375. Appreciate that. But you want to buy as much time as possible. Creep can be respread. Bases can be rebuilt. If it's not necessary, do not fight there. The more patience you have, the better your TVZ will be. Because a Terran player wants you to jump on this. They want to be right here. They want to have their Marauders in the front, you know. They're attacking. They're already pre-spread. And that's what they want. They want you to come in. Oh, let me go into this spread. And then they come out. Bam. They crush you. That's not what you want to do. It's like, well, now you just threw the game, right? And GG. So the goal of this, especially when you're playing Mutilating Bane, it works with other compositions too. Do not take unnecessary fights that you don't need to. There's no need to take these fights. And the more patient you are, the more likely you will be to be victorious in the long run. And even if that means giving up a 4th base or 5th base, the game's not over. Persevere. Zerg is all about having a good defense and then turning that defense into a strong offense. So, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. I'm Grooverman12. Leave a like on the video if you liked, and let me know what I can do better. Thank you so much. Peace. All right.